Hi, Fit Brit, and welcome to my Gym Workout for Men Advanced program. Now, some of you might be joining me new, or some of you might be advancing from the beginner onto the intermediate to this advanced program. Now, no matter who you are, let me explain how this program is going to work. What I've created here is a 4 color-coded day workout to be done in a single week. On a Monday, we're going to do the blue program. On a Wednesday, we're going to do the red program. On a Friday, we're going to do the yellow program. And on Saturday, we're going to do the green program. On the Tuesday and the Thursday, we're going to do separate cardio and abs days. Because of the intensity of the workout, it's too much for the body to do all of it in one day. And that is how the week is going to work, with Sunday being a complete rest day. Now it's time for us to do our stretches. Hi, meet Min. Min's going to be my model throughout this advanced men's workout program. Now, I know some of you aren't very big on stretches, but I'm going to include them, and there's a good reason why as well. It prevents injury. If you're coming from the cold into the warm and then you're going to work out, you might be working out first thing in the morning or last thing at night, you might be stiff, or whatever the case, we're going to include them, and it's going to set you back 2 or 3 minutes at most. I want you to do them pre, and then please, if you can, post-workout as well. So I'm going to show you 5 easy stretches. Min's going to demonstrate of what I want you to do prior to your workout and then at the end of the workout. Stretch 1, we're going to start with the quad, which, as you know, is the front of the leg, and Min's going to demonstrate. So we're going to hold on to something secure here for balance, and what we do, we pull the leg up behind us, close into the butt. Min's holding from above the ankle, and what this does is it eliminates the possibility of moving around some of the small bones in your foot. So we're pulling tight to the body, and we're going to do what's called a static stretch. Now that means we're going to hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. So all the time Min is counting 20 to 30 seconds in his head slowly, and then we're going to go to the other side. So now Min's going to grab the other leg, same thing, balance himself with the other hand, pull the leg in close to the body, and again we're going to hold it for 20 to 30 seconds, counting slowly in your head. So we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that brings us into stretch number 2. Hamstrings, back of the legs. Feet about a shoulder width apart, and we're going to lean over and we're going to touch the toes. So the legs are locked. We're not bending at the knee, and there's no bouncing involved here. Min's just bending over, touching his toes. If you can't go down all that way, that's probably a good sign that you actually need to do these stretches. So once you're in this position, or as low as you can go, again, slowly counting 20 to 30 seconds in your head. So we'll do 10, 9. Hi, and welcome to exercise 1 of your blue program. Now what we're going to start off with here is a shoulder workout, and it's pretty intense. We're going to do the middle, the back, and the front of your shoulders. So we'll start with a lateral raise, then we're going to go into the posterior, and then we're going to go into the anterior. Min's going to demonstrate for us. So on the floor here, Min has a weight that he's going to find this exercise comfortable enough to do 15 repetitions on all 3 parts. So 15 is the key number throughout this whole program, and you're going to find a weight that you can do all 3 parts of this exercise with 15 repetitions. So part 1 of this is the lateral raise. So Min's going to hold these in his hands. Remember, when you hold these weights, not too tight. I don't want the focus to be in your forearm, I need it to be in your shoulder. So hold it gentle, like you would hold an egg or a baby's hand or something. Not too tight with the weights. And we're going to start with the lateral raise first, which comes up to a 90-degree angle. 2, 3, 4. Now what we're working at this point is the middle of the shoulder, to give you that thickness, to give you that roundness at the sides here. 11, 12, coming up to a right angle. 13, 14, 15. Now at that point what we do, we turn the wrists in, so the weights are like this, and again we're going to come up to that right angle, and this is working the posterior, the back of the shoulders. So there's no rest between part 1 and part 2. We're coming up nice and high to that right angle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is 15. Now, third part. You're putting the weights into a V shape, and from here, we're extending the arms forward. So Min's going to come up to a right angle here with this. Now, this is working the anterior, the front of the shoulder. So we hit all 3 parts with this one exercise to begin with. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and rest. So that's exercise 1. Take a short pause, and then you're going to go back into this exercise for a second and then a third time. And remember, you're moving fast between each 3 parts of this first shoulder exercise. Welcome to exercise 1 of your RED program, and today we're going to start with some back, and we're going to start with possibly the hardest thing you can do for back, which is a lat pull-up. So Min's going to demonstrate. We find ourselves here at the pull-up bar, and if you can see the handles here, what we're going to do, we're not going to come too wide because it's very difficult and we're not so close, so we're kind of somewhere in the middle for this first part of the exercise. Okay, now remember your rule, 15 for the first, 15 for the second. So we're going to do 15 lat pull-ups first. Min's going to demonstrate. So what we do, we tip the head back, which lines the scapula, and we bring the head all the way up, 15 repetitions. Breathe in and breathe out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great exercise for building up your lats and your width. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Okay, right, as if that wasn't difficult enough, we're going to go to the lat pull down. So from that to this, it's a superset, lighter weight, but also it's going to make the muscles work a little bit harder and kind of finish you off for this exercise. So again here, same bar as here. Min's going to place his hands kind of here. So from here we're going to grab, we lean back, same angle as the lat pull-up, head coming up, and we're going to pull to the top of the chest with another 15 repetitions here. So we're pulling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now remember, at this point you're starting to fatigue. Turn that switch on. Let's get this. Be aggressive with it. 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and rest. Good job, man. Okay, so 15 for the first part, 15 for the second part. The second part's hard, so make sure you've dropped that weight enough that you can do 15 repetitions. Take a rest, wait for your breathing to return to normal, which might take a while because the back is a big muscle, and then you're going to go into it for a second and a final third set. We're working chest for exercise 2. We're going to go back to the cables. We're going to do a different exercise because of that plateau effect than what we did on the blue day, the first day. So we find ourselves here at the cables, and I want you to be able to do 15 reps for all 3 parts. So you've got to find a weight that you're comfortable enough to do it for. With Min's going to demonstrate first. First we're going to start with the traditional flies, so the arms are going to be nice and high. Min's going to start with the cables. We're going to grab both, we're going to walk ourselves into the middle, lean on the front leg, arms start nice and high, and bring the arms together into a clap. So 15 repetitions. 1, squeeze together. 2, 3, 4. We go right back to that 90-degree angle. 5, and then together, bring the hands together for a clap. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 more. Breathe in and breathe out as we come back. 5 more. 4 more. This is great for the top of the chest, pec major. 1 more. Good. Now at that point, we go back with the arms, and we're going to bring the cables down so we're at a right angle with our arms into a crucifix kind of position. So Min's going to bring that down. Other side to do the same thing, and from here we're going to position ourselves in the middle again, and we're going to bring the arms together nice and high for a clap again, so a bit higher with the arms, I'd say. Now this is working the middle of the chest this time, also the top but the middle as well. So we're doing another 15. 2, 3, 4, squeezing together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, starting to build that lactic acid, squeeze the muscles together. 10, 11, you can see the blood racing to his chest. 12, 13, 14, 15. Final part of this exercise, we're going to take the handles all the way down. The cables are going to go right to the bottom here. So you move quick between the first, the second, and then into the third. All the way down, grab the handles again. We're gonna work pec minor, bottom of the chest, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna scoop the arms up together, coming up nice and high, slightly above 90 degrees, I'd say, and then down. So the arms come in, and then we go down. Arms are not bent. Look at these arms, they're nice and straight. We're working the chest and not the bicep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the time, fighting to make sure your form is good. 12, 3 more, 2 more, 14, and 15, good, that's it. So it's top, middle, bottom, 15, 15, 15. We move nice and quick, and it's 15 repetitions on each. Take a breather. Once your breathing's returned to normal, again, I want you to do this for a second, and then a final third set. Exercise 4 moves us finally into some legs, and we're going to work the quads here. This is also great for your butt. Now we're going to do one-legged lunges off the bench, and we're going to hold some weights as well to add to the difficulty of this exercise. So we found a bench in the gym. We've also found weights that we're going to be able to do 15 on each leg with. So we're going to hold these, and Min's going to demonstrate by putting one leg up on the bench. We hop forward on the other leg, making sure that when you do this, the knee isn't coming over the toe. In fact, you probably want to come forward a little more. Now we keep the back nice and straight. We keep the weight on the heel, and we keep our head up, and we're going to go nice and deep for 15 repetitions here. Keeping the back straight. 1, 2, breathe in and breathe out as we come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Good. Now we go into the other leg. So we hook that leg up, put the toe over the edge of the bench. Now you're going to try and use your arms for balance, and also keep the weight on your heel as well. So we keep our back nice and straight, and we're going to go down for an additional 15. Now the deeper you get, the more butt we're going to work in this action. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, now you're probably getting a little bit of cramp, a little bit of lactic acid build up. If you do, then you can go into that stretch that we always start the exercise, the programs with, and finish them with. That was one set. Take a breather, and then you're going to go into this again as always for a second and a third set. Congratulations, you completed the Advanced Workout for Men gym program. Now obviously there is no more programs, but let me teach you a way how you can still keep gaining the benefits from this program. What I want you to do is increase the repetitions, maybe increase the size of the set, meaning you're going to put, instead of 2 exercises, you're going to add a third exercise on the end of it, and just cut the rest time. This will force the muscle to work harder, and in turn force your growth faster as well. So those are my tips for you to keep learning and keep advancing while staying with this same purchased program. Thanks for joining.